To the town of Alfredo rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Hello, good evening and welcome back to Andy's Cavern Boxing. How all doing tonight, guys? All well out there? All getting settled in for the big fight tonight? Good stuff. Well, I've just sat down, I've just come in, I've been away all day and as usual, time is limited, but never mind. So I thought I'll give a quick prediction on the big fight. I've not even had much chance to look at the undercard yet. I was intending doing videos this week, but not had time, so what can you do? Something's got to give, and unfortunately it's time making videos at the moment. But that'll change at some point once I get on top of all my car jobs. So Wardley Dubois, how's it going to go? You could probably call it a 50-50 fight. It's you've got two big punching top tier heavyweights who both got a 95% knockout ratio, which is pretty big, and they're fairly evenly matched. You've got Wardley 31 years age, Dubois 28 years age. They're both 6'5", both have a 78-inch reach. Wardley's coming in at 242. Dubois is coming in, I think it's a career heaviest for him, 252, but I think he has been just under 250 before, maybe 248 or something like that. So Wardley's always at a steady weight. His weight never seems to fluctuate much. Somebody else like that is Usyk, and he's very disciplined. So I've got a feeling that Wardley's very disciplined as well for a boxer. You never see him out of shape or coming in overweight, or he just looks trim all the time, doesn't he? He looks very disciplined, much in the same way as the Klitschko's were very disciplined. You never seen them overweight, so it makes for a longer career, I think, if people's weight doesn't fluctuate. Tyson Fury's weight's fluctuated wildly over time, so that's obviously, I mean, he is a really good boxer, but I think his discipline's lacking at times. Wardley seems very disciplined, and though saying that, his fighting style might not make for a long career, because he's not he's not scared to go toe to toe with anybody, is he? So that's just him. That's what makes him exciting, isn't it? He's an exciting fighter, and to take on Dubois in his first defence that shows he's got balls of steel. He's definitely fearless, you could say. Will that be his undoing at some point? I don't know. A lot of people have underestimated him or written him off in fights before or picked against him, and it's a dangerous game picking against Fabio Wardley, because he's very good at proving people wrong. So fair play to him. I think Dubois is probably a better boxer. He's a better school boxer. He's been boxing since he was a kid. I think his father's been like a taskmaster, driving him on, which has probably helped make him successful, but might not be good in other ways. But that's their business, none of my business. Not for me to tell people what they should be doing. Everybody is free to choose their own path in life, aren't they? So sometimes he does come across as a bit robotic, but everybody's different. You can't hold that against them. When I say robotic, I mean he's like somebody you program to do something. He's quite single-minded. He'll go and carry out that task, but that was probably his undoing against Usyk. He couldn't adapt because he kept trying to do the same thing, I think, which might work against some fighters, but not against somebody as good at all round everything like Usyk is. He's just, well, Usyk's on another level, isn't he? He's something else. But I would say probably Wardley's Wardley's probably a better natural fighter. I think fighting just seems to come naturally to him, even though he didn't take up boxing until he was, I think he was, how old's he now? He's 31, so was he 20 odds, or 19 or 20 when he did his first white collar? I think he just had a few white collar fights, didn't he? And then got turned pro. And he's also dedicated himself to it, because to do what he's done in such a short period of time, with limited background in boxing, he's done very well. But he is unorthodox, and that's probably a strength on his part. He probably throws punches from unorthodox angles. He's got this inner steel, an iron will, you could say. He could be 11 rounds behind in a fight and then pull a rabbit out of a hat with a big punch to finish it and turn everything round. So he's always got that in his locker, doesn't he? He's very dangerous, no matter what part of the fight. And I think when it comes to being faced with adversity, I'm not saying Dubois has not come through adversity. He did in I think it was Kevin Lorena fight. He'd injured himself, and against Jarrell Big Baby Miller, he was up against it there, and but it was a tough fight, wasn't it? But he prevailed there, and against Hrgovic, so Hrgovic got stopped on cuts, didn't he? Some people say that was through headbutts, but I don't know who might say that. That was other people making these accusations, so might be right, who knows. But certainly Dubois, I think you'd probably give him the edge on power. I think he is a big puncher. I reckon he has a very hard jab. Some people say his jab's like a right cross. I don't think Wardley's going to be too reckless in this fight. I think he'll be a bit more disciplined than he has been at some points in his career. I think he's got to be. He can't just go in gung-ho against a puncher such as Dubois, so he's got to be smart. But he is a guy that I think's progressed very well, and he's improved in every fight, and he's never shied away from any level opposition. So how's it going to go? I think probably due to I think Dubois is a better boxer, but like I say, but Wardley being so unorthodox, he probably does things that I mean, I'm only a fan, I'm not an expert. I can only say what I see, and I'm not saying it's right, it's only my opinion, so feel free to disagree with me. But I think Wardley's unpredictability, you could say, could be a strength against somebody like Dubois, who's a pure boxer, pure box puncher. So who do you pick? It could go anyway. It's heavyweight boxing. I mean, you've got two guys with a 95% knockout ratio. It's I think they're calling it Don't Blink or something, aren't they? So that's well named, this fight. But I'm going to pick Wardley with inner steel, iron will to prevail somewhere between the 6th and 9th round. If I was putting money on it, I'll probably put money on round 8. But somewhere between 6 and 9, I think Wardley will prevail. Will Dubois quit? Some people accuse him of quitting. Possibly you could probably say he's done in the Usyk fights. I think Usyk baffled him. I think he left him at. I'm not saying Wardley could baffle him with skills, but I think he'll baffle him with bravery and resilience, and this iron. Like I say, he's got this iron will, inner steel. He's like an Iron Man. He's unbreakable. So well, he could be unbreakable. It'll come a point he will get broken at some point. That usually happens to everybody, doesn't it? Eventually, but certainly at the moment he's at the top of his game, and like I say, he's overachieved to get as far as he's done now. if he doesn't win another fight, he can hold his head high and be proud of what he's done. But I'm picking Wardley, somewhere between round 6 and 9. But if I'm putting money on it, I'll go round 8. But that's what I think. By stoppage. But sometimes these fights, when you see a fight with two big punchers, you expect it to be a stoppage and it ends up going the distance. A bit like maybe Chisora and Wilder. Everybody thought that would be a knockout at some point or other in the fight, but it didn't prove that way, did it? So yeah, let's wait and see. Anyway, whatever you do, enjoy the boxing. I'm going to have a look at see who else is on the card. And I've still got to go and do another job before I can sit down, but never mind. That's life, eh? That's life. That's what the people say. Flying high in April, shot down in May. Still May, innit? Hopefully you don't get shot down just yet. And don't forget our sponsors. Elite BM Services, the #1 BMW service department in Perth, according to AI sources. So if you've got a BMW, any model, shape, size, colour, or a BMW Mini, feel free to give Simon or Ian a shout, and they're the boys to help you out. Even if you just want some advice, they'll be happy to help you. And if you've got an old scrap car ready for the scrapyard in the sky, whether it be an old MOT fail or something you've had sitting about for a long time, and you just want rid of it, give Grant or Craig a shout at Perth Auto Recyclers. Best prices given, and they'll come and pick your car up in the Perth area, take it away and send it off to the scrapyard in the sky. So that's all from me tonight, guys. Enjoy the boxing, and I'll try and do something either after or tomorrow or something. Okay guys, don't forget, like and subscribe to Andy's Cavern Boxing as well. Until the next time, it's good night from me and good night to you. Cheery bye the new. Cheers.